Welcome back to Newsmax Now. Between Baltimore, Hillary, and the Supreme Court, we certainly weren't short on any headlines over the past few days. That also means late night comics had a lot of fodder to work with. So with that, time for some headlines and punchlines.
Or to put that another way.
Hard to believe this is going on in a major American city right now. This is a scene that a lot of us never anticipated seeing in a city like Baltimore. Hard to believe this is going on, as I keep saying, in a major American city. I don't remember seeing anything like this in the United States of America in a long time.
Elvis leading a herd of Orthodox Jewish unicorns through a city street. That would be hard to believe.
Jewish unicorns.
Yes, that's interesting imagery.
Let's know the backstory and how they came up with that. Following Stewart, Larry Wilmore gave his take on what's happening in Baltimore.
We're talking about the devastating events in Baltimore. You know, let's get right to it.
Right now, the governor of Maryland declares a state of emergency, activating the National Guard after Baltimore erupts in violence overnight. A citywide curfew has been imposed, school canceled.
Yeah, school canceled! Because nothing says public safety like 20,000 teenagers with nothing to do in the middle of a Tuesday. That's not gonna be good!
No,
Certainly not.
But Miranda, think about this, though. You know, this all again started. We heard the police captain talk about this yesterday. They thought they were responding to a bunch of high school kids. These same kids are going to be out of school in a short amount of time for summer vacation.
And it's a scary thought.
Not just in Baltimore, but all over the country. They've got to find something productive for these kids to do.
So no crushing cars, no throwing rocks, handing out water bottles. Maybe they should consider
Good place
doing
to start.
that. Well, from the front page to the back page, ESPN on its website reports the Orioles and White Sox will play Wednesday, that's today, at Camden Yards, in a game that will be completely closed off to the public. Here's Conan O'Brien's take on this story.
Due to civil unrest in Baltimore, tomorrow's game between the Orioles and the White Sox will be played to an empty stadium. They're going to empty the whole stadium, yeah. When asked for comment, players on the Milwaukee Brewers said, "You get used to it."
Ouch.
I mean, that could go for a number of teams, especially during the day games during the middle of the week. Yeah. That game is going on right now, too, I believe. All right, Hillary Clinton will be in the headlines, of course, a lot over the next 18 months. Buckle up, get used to it. Here from CNN Politics, Clinton writes, Iowa, thank you. In Des Moines, in the paper there. So, of course, Jimmy Fallon writes a Clinton joke about this.
Let's get to some political news here. I saw that Hillary Clinton wrote an op-ed for a paper in Iowa where she talked about her plans to help the middle class. Middle-class Americans were like, why don't you just say that in a speech? And she was like, because I charge $200,000 for it.
Yeah. Clinton's getting a lot of heat for how much money they supposedly made, although there's some arguments over whether or not they were paid that amount of money for their speeches. Hey.
Yeah, we'll see.
It is America, right?
Will come to light.
I wish someone would pay me to do that, right?
Yeah, we'd all be so lucky if you get that kind of money for a speech. Jimmy's NBC colleague Seth Meyers also had something to say about Hillary. Take a listen.
You guys, Hillary Clinton has temporarily changed her campaign logo to rainbow colors in support of marriage equality. That was really nice. Lovely. Of course, her idea of marriage equality is that both of you should get to be president. I don't know if that's feasible for everybody.
And that's Hillary's position on marriage equality, but more important is the position of the Supreme Court. The New York Times reports gay marriage arguments divide Supreme Court justices. Conan explains the division going on there.
Interesting, true story. During Supreme Court arguments on same-sex marriage today, one of the conservative justices opposed it on the grounds that they didn't have gay marriage in ancient Greece. That's true, yeah. As a result, the Supreme Court has now banned electricity, sushi, and pants for men. Pants for men are gone. Which I am actually... That'd be all right. I am more than happy to lose pants.
Yeah. I gotta admit, Conan could be right there. And what would the Supreme Court care? They got the robes on. You don't know if they have pants on or not.
I've never even, that thought's never even entered my mind.
Really?
No.
You never thought about it?
No.
I mean, I never thought that they weren't wearing pants. I often wonder, though, what do they wear under, because you might have pants on, but they could be sweatpants. They could be
true.
slacks, maybe
That's
a nice
something to think
casual
about.
pair of slacks.
I think it's really cool to see all those people that were lining up just so they could be at that hearing. How exciting that would be,
It would be interesting.
See history in the making.
To sit in that. And, I wonder also, Miranda, if we're going to see this same scene play out like we did with the Obamacare ruling a couple of years ago, when you've got the law clerks running down the steps with what they think is the actual decision in the case.
Were they wearing sweatpants?
No,
Okay.
no, these were the interns. They're dressed
Okay.
for the occasion.
Okay.
Miranda and I are coming right back. More Newsmax Now right after this.